Welcome to the Crafted Cycles YouTube channel. This is our very first video that we're putting out. So if you don't know already, my name's Dan. I am the owner of UK Bike Fit, and we set up Crafted Cycles, which is our sister company, as a bespoke build workshop. So we set this workshop up specifically so we can help people buy a bike, because we were getting problems all the time with people going out and buying bikes off the shelf, bringing them in for bike fits, and then having to spend time and money changing components just to make the bike comfortable. And we thought that was a pretty crap way to buy a bike. So we are doing bespoke builds out of this workshop. So there's no brand loyalties, there's no restrictions as to what you can have with your bike. You can choose each component individually to make sure that you get the right fit, the right bike perfectly as soon as you get it. So key to all this is that man over there, who is Alex, and he is our workshop manager for Crafted Cycles. So he is going to be in charge of all of these builds. Every customer that's going to come through here, whether it's for servicing and repairs and maintenance and builds, this man is going to sort you out.
So like Dan said, here at Crafted Cycles, we're going to be doing custom builds. We've also got a state-of-the-art workshop here as well, where we can do servicing, repairs, anything you need to get you back on the bike or to give your bike a refresh. With builds, we're not tied down to any brands. We obviously supply certain brands, but if there's something you want differently, we can always work with that. We have all the tools you'd need. We've got all the frame options you'd need. And yeah, between both of us, we've got lots of expertise in fit and mechanic side of things. With servicing here at Crafted Cycles, we're not tied down to any packages. We've got options to fix your bike, whatever the problem is. If you need certain things doing, we're not going to make you pay for something you don't need doing. So you bring your bike in, I will assess the bike, make sure you're paying for only what you need and nothing else.
So for the first build that we're doing on the Crafted Cycles YouTube channel, we've got the world famous Triathlon Dan's bike in for building. This is going to be his new bike. This is an Elves Falath EXP, and we're going to be building it up with his group set, his wheels. He's chosen everything, as is what we're going to be doing for everyone here. He's chosen everything from scratch, and we're going to put it all together for him.
So the Elves Falath is their brand new offering. It's an out-and-out aero road bike. It's got all the aero features you're seeing in modern bikes today. We've got an aero hole in the seat tube. We've got super chunky tubing, and we've got internally routed cables with a T47 bottom bracket. Elves are fairly new in the game, specialising in carbon road bikes. The majority of their offering is aimed at a slightly lower price end, so you're going to get that really good high-end performance for something that would usually cost you 2-3 times more with other big name brands.
So we're going to get this bike built up and show you a little montage of how it's being built, and afterwards we're going to talk through the spec and show you the complete bike. So this is it, our complete Elves Falath EXP, and this is for Dan, who's going to pick it up later, and this is obviously his race bike, but I'll let Alex talk you through the spec and how it's been built up.
So here we are, Elves Falath EXP. So Dan has spec'd it with some pretty unique choices, something that you probably wouldn't find on every standard build. Starting out here in the cockpit, we've got 36cm handlebars, fully integrated, so no cables visible, with a 110mm stem. So this helps him because quite often with bigger bikes, you end up getting either really wide handlebars or a really long stem. So for this, it was able to be custom fitted for Dan's preferences. Moving on to the other contact point, so he's got his Pro Stealth saddle. This is a tried and tested saddle for Dan. It's one he really gets it on with, so he may as well have it on every single bike he owns. Coming down to the wheels. So these are something that Dan has selected himself from a local wheel builder, Veta Wheels. They're really nice medium depth, so great for racing, great for climbing, great in crosswinds as well. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, just a good solid all-rounder. Group set wise, Dan's running a Ultegra Di2 12-speed group set. So you've got 52-36 chainrings in the front and an 11-34 cassette in the rear. So for Derbyshire, a perfect balance of top end speed and climbing efficiency there. In terms of his crank length, he's also running 160mm cranks, which is currently one of the shortest offerings that Shimano offer. This is quite unusual on a bike of this size, so it's quite nice to see these little changes that he's made to it. Overall, the bike's looking super fast, super fresh, and with all the aero features that you could want. No doubt you'll see this whizzing around Darley Moor a weekend's coming up soon. So yeah, great bike, great build.